With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
The Alliance High School Music Department proudly presents the Curtain Call Raffle. The raffle's highlights are tickets to Hardy's Country Tour at Blossom in May of 2026, a $1,000 Visa gift card, and other amazing prizes. Proceeds go directly to students who are going to the AHS Music Department Disney trip during Spring Break 2026. You do not need to be present to win. You can purchase one ticket for $5 or 3 tickets for $10. If interested in purchasing tickets, text 330-257-3056 for instructions. Thank you for your support. Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hansen pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
Live from Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, it's the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. It's a good one on hand today, a battle of two undefeated teams as the 3-0 Alliance Aviators welcome in the 2-0 Louisville Leopards. Hello friends, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Alongside me, Cooper Fontaine. Cooper right now preoccupied. He is going to be our in-house PA announcer for the pre-game announcements and the introduction of players. A big step in Mr. Fontaine's career. Very happy for him. Once that is done, he will run up here and join us on the broadcast. He will be our color commentator this evening as our resident Alliance Aviator student on the call today. But looking at this matchup, this is a great, great game. Going into last year's matchup, it was supposed to be a better game than it actually was. You look at last year's final score, 68-36. A big win for the Louisville Leopards, a team that went on to win states. What that does not show is the fact that J.R. Jackson missed that game due to illness. No J.R. Jackson, there were some problems. KB was the main operator of the offense, and he is a true point guard. That is the thing. As a true point guard running an offense, it's not easy to do, and that was the issue for Alliance. But you look at this Louisville team, it's a full new cast of characters. Each team is on opposite ends of the spectrum. But Bryce, you're going to join us here for pregame real quick. Which team has more pressure to win today? The defending state champs or the team that brings back everybody except one player from last year?
I think it's definitely Alliance. With bringing back so many players who are so experienced and so well-rounded, you have to be able to come out and prove that you are going to be a competitor in the NEO or Northeast Ohio. So if they want to have the ability to go on a run, they have to beat the defending state champs.
To be the best, you have to beat the best. That is how the saying goes. And that is exactly what Alliance wants to do here today. It has been nearly 4 years to the day since Alliance has taken down Louisville. The Leopards want that to bleed into a half decade. The Aviators want to put an end to that now and want to begin the countdown to next year when they look to defend that victory against the Louisville Leopards. Also, the last time that Alliance beat Louisville was the last time that they started 4-0 in a season, beating Louisville in the opening 4 games. It's deja vu for the Aviators, but it's a whole new cast of characters since 2021. But with that in mind, we will toss things downstairs to our PA announcer. I believe Cooper is going to start us off with everything. He will at least be doing pregame introductions of the players. And then after that, we will have our national anthem and have the action get underway here at Harry Fails Gymnasium.
The Alliance Aviators. We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America and respect for all who have served our country and those who are still serving our country to defend the freedoms we enjoy, we ask gentlemen to please remove your hats and everyone who is able to please stand for the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. As the host of tonight's game, the athletic department of Alliance High School welcomes you to tonight's basketball game between Alliance High School and Louisville High School. And thank you for your support of high school student athletes. The student athletes, coaches, and officials put great effort into preparing for this game. Please respect them for their efforts and remember to respect the game, regardless of the outcome. The officials for this game are Jason Hathaway, Robert Fenn, and Marv Hodges. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Alliance High School, and you are requested to so regard them and to treat them in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now to meet the team. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Louisville Leopards. Head coach, Dave Wirtz. Assistant coaches, Derek Bailey, Drew Meister, Corey Perez, and Jim Wirtz. The Leopard starters, number 10, Katie Malcolm. Number 12, Drake Wilson. Number 13, Brandon Sanders. Number 20, Cohen Rogers. And number 25, Colton Dorgan. Head coach, Chad Hartberg. Assistant coaches, Corey Stevens, Rich Jackson, Tim Lake, Daryl Strada, Colin Gurley, and Justin Woods. Now playing starters.
All 6'3" forward, bringing turbulence in the paint. EBC honorable mention and 2-year starter, senior, number 32, Cole Pascal. A 6'7", EBC honorable mention in full flight, soaring above the rim, junior, number 22, Sam Hayes. A 6'3" Kong, his sights are locked, his shots ready, his target is acquired. EBC honorable mention, he's in the cockpit where he belongs. Junior, number 11, Parker Woods. A 5'8" point guard, leading the flight and hitting targets in his path. EBC second team and 2-year starter, senior number 3, Cam Burton. And last, but certainly not least, a 6'1", 4-year starter, 2-time All-Ohio guard, and EBC Player of the Year. He slices through defenses like he owns the skies. Senior, number 1, J.R. Jackson!
And there you have it, our starting lineups. Give it up for Cooper Fontaine. What a job down there behind the PA mic. He really brought the intensity right there for the Alliance Aviators as they look for a big pseudo-rivalry victory over the Louisville Leopards. As once again, you are watching the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. As I mentioned in pregame, Cooper Fontaine will be joining us in a few moments. DC, you're producing. I'm going to go to you real quick. Talk about that intro.
I thought the introduction of this game was very, very intense. It was honestly one way to get this game started, one way to get Alliance crowd rolling. I know it looks awesome on the video. I want you guys to give us a feedback on how it looked.
There you have it, our producer, Daniel Clark, tonight. He is enjoying it, and so are we. 32 minutes at the end of it. One team will still be undefeated. The other one, not so much. One team's end is here. The other one will continue their soaring. Will it be the Leopards or will it be the Aviators? Tip off. We are ready to go, and so is Cooper Fontaine. And here we go, off to the races in Alliance. And what a start to the evening it has been, Cooper. Your thoughts on intros, but first of all, we have our first offensive possession and our first kickball.
Just like that, getting the action started with a little foot-to-ball action, although soccer season ended a little bit ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Just a little while ago, but the Aviators will keep possession. An inbound opportunity for Cam Burton, this team's starting point guard. A 2-year starter for the Aviators, then transferring in from Canton McKinley. Hayes driving in the paint, pickpocketed, but right back to Cam Burton. And here come the Aviators once again. KB pivoting, high point pass, it's J.R. Jackson, and he will take it deep into the wing. Good movement so far by the Alliance Aviators, still looking for their first shot of the night. And there is foul number 1 on the evening. It is on the sophomore Drake Wilson.
And I think right now for the Aviators, it's just about settling in, right? The game just started. They're against always a good Louisville squad. They're just trying to figure it out and work through it on offense.
It really doesn't matter if this team just won states, if they lost everybody. It doesn't. Louisville always competes, and they are a perennial contender in the OHSAA in basketball, and that should never change. And it hasn't this year so far. Jackson creating space, step back 3, and he's got it!
And how about that to start off the scoring for the Aviators? J.R. Jackson with a little signature step back three, I would say. He's been so good from the three ball this season.
J.R. Jackson averaging 23 points a night so far this campaign, and he is off to a great start. Wilson airballs his opportunity. It's out of bounds, and possession goes back to the Aviators.
And the students are loud right now. You can see a few of them in the front row decked out in the All-America gear, but, you know, I think they might be getting in the Louisville players' heads a little bit already.
And you look at that student section, it is all America. To our right, it is all business from the Leopards, some in suits, some in hoodies. But for the most part, they are standing on business, but down by 3 early on in this one. Hayes, top of the arc, creating some separation here for Alliance. Woods pickpocketed, it is out of play, and it will stay with Alliance. 2 possessions offensively for the Aviators, and 2 balls poked out of bounds by the defense.
And I will say that is a tough call right there, even on the near sideline, you know. That's 2 players going for the ball at the same time. You have to have a good eye and see who gets it first.
And the big question entering this game, will this be offense or defense? Alliance averaging 73.7 points per game. Louisville only averaging 48. So a big discrepancy there. Hayes to the wing. It's Burton driving inside to a wide open Sam Hayes. Airballing that one, and it goes right to the Leopards. And the airball chant is reciprocated. No surprise there at all. And here comes Louisville. Good poke by Burton, but it will stay with the Leopards. Good look down below in traffic. It rolls around the world, not going to fall inside the cup. And the rebound is taken in by Parker Woods. Excellent composure in the fire by the Marlington transfer. Here come the Aviators. Jackson flings it almost out of bounds, kept alive by Hayes. Woods driving from the free throw line, rolls it in.
And that's just a nice bucket right there. He saw the mid-range, and he took the mid-range, and it was cash. But I got to say, I think this game is going to be a lot like the student sections, back and forth.
It's a 5-0 lead for the Aviators early on. If you are Louisville, you have to have an answer here right now. You can't let this one get out of hand, especially here on the road. Their first 3 of the game rolls in and out. It's like there's a lid on the rim tonight for Louisville, and here come the Aviators. It's a wide open Parker Woods, and this one will bounce haywire. But Hayes going for the rebound, fights for it. It's out of play, and it will stay with Alliance. Very nearly an over-the-back call against Sam Hayes.
Haywire, you might even say Hayes-wire. I get it because he's Sam Hayes.
Ha, 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 I get it. I very much do.
I digress. Still, another good look on offense for the Aviators, just on the fast break. Parker Woods taking the 3, not a bad option for him.
And here is the inbound to J.R. Jackson, once again averaging 23 points a pop this season through 3 games. He wants another big game. Had 29 to open up the season on the road last Tuesday in Canal Fulton against Northwest. And this season is a big one for J.R. Jackson. The Walsh commit. Far side, it's Woods driving inside on the Leopards. The floater not going to go, but he will get his own miss. His second chance, it is there.
And here's what I'll say about J.R. Jackson. You said it's a huge season for him, and it really is, because he needs to average 25 points per game for the rest of the season if he wants to break J.J. Kakura's legendary scoring record here at Alliance. And right now, he's just a little short. He needs just 2 more points per game, but I think he can do it.
And given the schedule, I think definitely he can do it. But if you're Louisville, you need some answers. It's J.R. Jackson. It's a big steal. Will he throw it down? He will not. Attempted it, but no good. Burton picks up the pieces for the Aviators. Alliance searching for that kill shot. They want that 10-0 run to begin the night. Burton top, looking for a play from Coach Chet Harper in year number 3 as the head coach. 27-23 his record so far as the head skipper at his alma mater. It's Woods top of the arc, and there is a foul off the ball. And this one appears to be on Alliance.
But you know what? The dunk from JR, that's a good look for him. And if that falls, I mean, if he punches that one in to go up 9-0 to start the game, I think that's kind of an exclamation mark there just to open it up for the Aviators.
And I would have to agree. If you are Alliance right now, up by 7, you can't get too fancy. You have to stay kind of with the status quo here. You get fancy, you get out of line, then you have a repeat of Northwest. A game that, realistically, if you watch that game, you know Alliance should have ran away with that game in the first half. They didn't in the end and nearly lost it. Great defense by Tajay Nicholson. It's out of bounds, off of Bolcombe, and it will stay with the Aviators.
Yeah, if you recall, that was a 27-point first quarter. Don't ask me about the math. I've gotten so much flack from fans, you know, saying, Cooper, your math's terrible. What do you mean 27 times 4 is 108? Listen, guys, it's fast-paced up here in the broadcast booth or in the second deck of the Harry Fails Gymnasium. So Please get off my back. Parker Woods, the layup.
Speaking of getting off his back, a good drive inside, draws the contact, and he will go to the line for a pair. Parker Woods so far this season wearing number 11, averaging just under 9 points per game. He is a transfer from Marlington High School, so I do believe he does have to sit after game number 10, which means his final game of the year is going to be Canton McKinley, I believe. So he misses Massillon and misses Minerva.
And you know what? I got to say, McKinley is going to be one of the games to watch for the Aviators, but Massillon, that's a big one to miss.
And you look at that 3-game span for the Alliance Aviators, it's Federal League in Lake, it's Federal League in McKinley, and then non-conference, but I believe a former Federal League team in Massillon. It's a gauntlet.
Yeah, and I was looking at, you look at On3, you look at Massey ratings for all your basketball statistics. Massey ratings has the Aviators projected to go 11-11 this year.
Wow. First of 2, no good from Woods.
Because strictly by the numbers, they do have a gauntlet. And it's just a testament to, and granted, they haven't had nearly their hardest games this year, but Northwest was a difficult game for them. It's a great squad. Pennington, absolute bucket.
And both no good from Woods. The rebound falls to the Leopards. It's Cohen Rogers, the leading scorer on Friday night against Perry. He had a game-high 19 points for the Leopards in their victory, 52-45. High pass inside the paint. It goes out of bounds off of Sam Hayes, and this one will stay on this end with the Louisville Leopards.
But yeah, like I was saying, they still had a hard game already in Northwest. Just a testament to their grit as a team and their ability to already go undefeated even 3 games into the season.
And Louisville, 2 games, 2 very tough teams. Good drive inside, and they are on the board for the first time today. It is Brandon Sanders. He had 6 points against Perry, and the Aviators look to get back to the drawing board, now up by 5. Burton from the elbow, driving inside. Excellent composure, and an excellent 2 for Cam Burton.
And that was nice from him, just a slew of pass fakes, using his pivot foot very wisely. I mean, that's just a nice ethical bucket right there, I would say.
Cam Burton, he is the leader of this offense as the starting point guard for a reason. Good drive inside the basket, doesn't fall for Bakeholm. And here comes J.R. Jackson up the other way, this time laying it in. A more conservative approach from J.R. Jackson. He now has 5. Timeout Leopards. No answers for Louisville.
And here's what I'll say. JR as not only one of the most skilled, but I would also say one of the smartest players on this Aviator roster. He has an extremely high basketball IQ. He knows, listen, you missed the dunk already. Save it for later. Save it for 30 seconds left in the game if you're up 30. You miss it once, it's whatever. Like, he knows just to move on from that. I think it's a good decision from him, and it puts points on the board.
And I would have to agree. 10 seconds left to go in the timeout here, Cooper. What needs to change for Louisville? You're down by 9 early on in this game. You do have your first basket, but it's a long road ahead to get back into this game, even though we are barely 5 minutes in. Not even. 3:10 left to go in the first.
Here's what I'll say. Their defense hasn't even been terrible. Like, this is an extremely high-paced Alliance offense, but I think the Louisville Leopards on offense, they need to work together a little more. It's just been small mistakes and turnovers that have led to a lot of these easy Alliance baskets.
And sometimes it is the smallest mistakes that make the biggest impact in the sport of basketball. And here we are back to the action. It is Gabe Stouffer, one of the seniors on this team, getting the ball for the first time today. Good composure by the Leopards and an even better bounce pass into the wing. The spacing getting better for Louisville as they search for yet another field goal. It's poked free. Sam Hayes gets it over to J.R. Jackson, and Jackson gets pickpocketed. It's Luke Bolden, the senior, with some good defense. 2 seniors sub in and 2 impact plays for the 2 members of the class of 2026.
Yeah, but I tell you what, good hands by Sam Hayes. Especially as a larger player, you're not expected to have that, that tap defense. But he had it in the bag right there, and it nearly led to a fast break point for the offense.
11-2 Alliance on top in Q1. Jackson bounce pass. It's Burton to the wing for Parker Woods. And that time no good, but it will stay. No, it won't. It goes the other way. Both Hayes and number 13 Sanders went up for it, but in the end, it was last touched by Hayes.
And you know what? That's another good look from Parker Woods. But I think if he wants to continue providing to this offense, he needs to start hitting some of these. I think we saw it a little bit in the Northwest game. He was just kind of throwing them up. And, they say shooters shoot, but I think there comes a time when you have to make slightly better decisions.
Burton, is he set? Yes, he is. It is a charge on the Leopards. It's Sanders, the culprit. A nice job by KB inside the paint.
And right now for the Aviators, I think the big difference has been a lot of grit. Gritty defense, gritty plays like that. Cam Burton taking the charge, you know. Louisville fans don't like it, but that's where it is for the Aviators right now.
And we are in the heart of Leopard Nation right now. A lot of Louisville fans behind us. You can say somewhat enemy territory, not really though, but still. Cooper, as the Alliance student, I would say tread lightly. That time it's out of bounds. Good defense by Louisville. Last touching a Leopard, and it will stay with the Aviators. Now a minute 59 left to go in the first quarter. 11-2. It's a 9-point game. And if you're Alliance, you are really feeling yourself right now.
Yeah, and you know, they're just like, they're doing what they have to do. They're up 9 points right now, which is pretty good, especially over a strong Louisville team. Sam Hayes mid-range cash.
A nice little finish there for Sam Hayes. His first 2 points of the game. Alliance up 13-2. A good little start for the Alliance Aviators. This offense, once again, averaging nearly 75 points per game, and you can see why. Doherty drives inside, pickpocketed. It's Cam Burton up to Tajay Nicholson. J.R. Jackson there to help out. Tajay's mid-range, not going to get it to go. Loose ball picked up by Hayes, and Hayes draws the contact. Foul number 4 on the quarter for Louisville.
And you know what? I got to say this. Right now, just the grit from Alliance. I already said it once, but the poke from Cam Burton turns into two foul shots on the other end for Sam Hayes, who picked up the rebound and tried to lay it back in. It's just they're working harder right now on the glass. They're working harder in all measures of the game.
First of 2 is good for Sam Hayes. He now has 3, and here come a pair of changes for Louisville.
And you know what? For the Aviators, this is just the look that you want. The players are taking the shots that they're comfortable with. Sam Hayes, as a 6'6" or 6'7", you might say, player, those mid-ranges just come so easily. You know, he literally just is able to elevate over everyone else on the court.
And he will make both. Now 15-2 the score. Alliance nearly unstoppable in the opening quarter. Now up by 13. Louisville needs an answer, and Stover walks with it.
And just I think right now for the Leopard players, this is just it's animus. It's a environment filled with animosity. The fans for the Alliance student section are just so loud, and they're definitely getting in their head. As you saw, Stover walk with that one, giving possession to the Aviators for another good opportunity.
Woods driving inside. He is pickpocketed. Great defense by the Leopards. They need some points to follow. Loose ball. Bolden picks it up right in front of the student section. Driving is Rogers. Rogers draws the contact, and the foul is called. The question is, will it be accounted on the shot or before it? And it appears it will be before the shot. That'll send Louisville to their baseline. 1:05 on the clock in the first.
And I like that it was called before the shot, but I don't know about it being on Pasco. I think Pasco was just standing there, hands straight up. Like that's what you want from your players, but you know, you can't get them all.
Excellent drive inside and finish by Bolcom. Bolcom at 14 against Perry, and the Glen Oak transfer is on the board for the first time today. Louisville now down by 11 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. If you're Louisville, get a stop here. Get another basket. Keep this one close, just like Northwest did in the first quarter last Tuesday. Burton far side, it's Woods. And now back near the logo, it's J.R. Jackson. And Jackson will run this offense. One of the best ISO artists in the EBC, and Stark County for that matter. Burton near side will drive, now to the corner. Tajay Nicholson, high point pass back to KB. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And you can hear the boos from our right. Louisville not impressed by Alliance quite yet. Burton drives, the floater is good.
Again, the players are taking the shots they're comfortable with. Burton, as an undersized player, you have to work around that, so he takes the floater up and over. Easy bucket for him.
Final 5 seconds of the quarter. Excellent spin move. Zaylor drives inside. He is denied. It's Hayes chucking it up the floor. Cam Burton at the buzzer. He's got it!
Just like he did against Barberton. Come on. That's Cam Burton. Hey, you said it's me. He can hit from anywhere on the court.
Cam Burton now with 7 points, and what a way to close out the opening 8 minutes. Cam Burton has the clutch gene, all set up by this block from Sam Hayes, and you just see the way he pushes the pace. Bang.
And that was on net, man. And, you know, they say real fans don't look at the scoreboard. And if I'm a Louisville fan right now, they're definitely embodying that. Cam Burton, anytime he touches the ball, they're booing. Anytime anyone from Alliance touches the ball, they're booing. And it's good to see the fans, you know, get engaged with the game.
And with that in mind, through one here in Alliance. All Aviators up 24.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium. Second quarter about to get underway. And it is the Alliance Aviators well in control of this one, up 20-4 on the Louisville Leopards. Leopard Nation needs a big response from this offense. Stover, top of the arc, nowhere to go. Able to pick up Rogers in the wing. Once again, the leading scorer on Friday night against the Division II runner-up Perry. A very good performance from the Louisville Leopards in that matchup. This Alliance defense, unforgiving, to the corner. Now inside, Stover bobbles, no look pass. It's Rogers, his three a little bit shy, and the rebound falls to Parker Woods. Alliance is looking nearly unstoppable as things stand.
And you know what Parker Woods has been doing well this game? He has been doing a great job rebounding the ball for the Aviators.
And if he is a defensive piece on this offense for the next year and a half, Alliance will take it. Jackson's three, not going to go. Hayes, a great rebound. Out to Parker Woods. His three bounces over the backboard, not going to be good. Wilson the rebound, and Louisville will take it the other way, trying to open the scoring in the second quarter. Rogers, now top, it's Wilson, near side Stouffer, and picked off, it's Tajay Nicholson, nobody close, Tajay, unable to lay it in, tries the dunk, and Louisville takes it back. You can't be doing that right there if you're Tajay.
Yeah,
you gotta take the points.
You need the easy points, keep it rolling, that's what you gotta do. Don't risk it, keep it rolling.
Wilson drives, he is stripped, Hayes picks it up, and the Aviators, plenty of numbers forward. Jackson, an open look for three, and Hayes got it!
And how about the find there by Sam Hayes, pushing it up court, and just finds him on the wing. That's a great play by Sam Hayes. Not only is he a great rebounder, he's a great passer too.
J.R. Jackson now with 8 points, and it is Alliance up by 19. What a performance in this first half by the home team, and there is still plenty of time. Jackson between the legs gets it back for the Aviators. Louisville picks it up. Now Burton gets a piece. It is a full-on scrap for the basketball. Stouffer wins it. Good pass down low. It is Bolcom, and Bolcom gets laid on by Woods. Try getting a piggyback ride there.
He didn't get laid on. He got sat on, man. Parker going up for the block, and you know what? I think if he went up with it and actually took that shot, Woods would have gotten the block, but, you know, still he's jumping for it. He wants the block, and you can't blame him. He's been playing well defensively. He's gotten the rebounds that he's needed to. So I think for the Aviators, it's slightly excusable, but still, you need to be able to push the pace. Up 19 against a incredible Louisville squad.
Caden Bolcom at the line for Louisville. They are saying it is free throws, and now they're going to change it. Okay, I think Louisville thought it was on the shot. The call the whole time was not. And I think that's your confusion right there. So 5:37 left to play in the first half. Alliance up 19, and we are back to the action. And there is a foul this time on Cam Burton. Foul number 2 on the quarter against the Aviators.
You know, Aviators maybe off to not as hot of a start as they had the first one, but once you get past this, you regain possession. Maybe let JR hit another 3. I think it'll start flowing again.
And I think if you are Alliance, you have that 3 from JR to open up the scoring in this quarter. You don't really have to do anything out of the ordinary, just like the Northwest game. You know what worked in the first quarter? Keep it going. That pass wayward from Louisville. Another miscue. It goes back to the Aviators.
And again, right now, the smallest things for the Leopards are having the biggest effects. Just poor passes, a lot of fouls in that first quarter. I think that's what's doing it for them so far.
And Alliance, a team that just lost a couple of pieces, they're looking like a well-oiled machine and a well-put-together group. Once again, all credit has to go to the head honcho in Chet Harper.
Yeah, and not only just Chet Harper, which he's incredible. He's built an insane environment here, a community, which, you know, I've gotten very enveloped with. as you may have seen with my public address announcing, but also all the coaches around him. All his assistant coaches that he has brought in have done an incredible job. Good crossover, mid-range
And
shot.
Burton airballing that one, and there is a foul before it.
But, you know, again, the players are taking the shots they're comfortable with. I like Burton in the mid-range. He's a great mid-range shooter, and he gets fouled. That's an easy opportunity for 2 for him.
And if you're Alliance, you will take all of the easy opportunities right now. You don't need to do anything crazy. You don't have to do anything special here. Once again, stay with the status quo. First of 2 from KB is good.
Stick to the status quo. You kind of sound like a little High School Musical there.
I mean, you have to.
That's one of the best songs in that soundtrack, I would say.
It's been a long time since I've had to listen to that soundtrack, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. Second one also good from Cam Burton. So Cam Burton now with 9 points, leading the way for the Alliance Aviators. One more than J.R. Jackson. Both players have more points than Louisville. 4 of the 5 players have more or equal points to Louisville so far today. Good hook shot, and there it is. Balcom gets it to fall. He now has 4, and Louisville needs a lot more just like it.
And that is a great take, especially against a larger defender who is Sam Hayes, being 6'6", using the fakes, using the spin to your advantage. It's a great play by him.
And Alliance will run their offense once again, still controlling this game. Woods near side, and as well, not too much rotation today. The main rotational piece has been Tajay Nicholson. Jackson driving, has a lane, and gets hit. Foul number 2 on the quarter against Louisville. Alliance is doing a great job baiting these fouls. It's either A, it's a clean lane to the basket, or number 2, it's a foul. And there you go. That gets them in foul trouble. 5:04 left to play in the quarter and the half. And once again, you talk about domination from Alliance. This is the best they have looked against anybody, I would say, in the last year and a half. J.R. Jackson, beautiful floater, not going to fall. Airballed in the end. Looked a lot better out the hands than it was in actuality. And here come the Leopards up the far side. Balcom driving in. Great pressure by Nicholson. Now has some space. Thought about the 3 instead. Gives it over to Wilson. Wilson, the sophomore, running the offense. It's picked up. It's Tajay Nicholson. Does he try it again? Yes, he does! This time he lays it in!
Tajay Nicholson, you know, I want to say that he knows better, but he doesn't. He really doesn't. We know Tajay too well. I wanted him to lay it in. You probably saw me motioning the layup, but
the 3 in response not going to fall. And as you like to say, Cooper, Tajay is up to no good.
Yeah,
but a very good dunk there.
Yeah, that'll get these Alliance fans on their feet.
Hayes under the basket, not able to get it to go. Very close. High pressure inside the paint. Woods able to push it away, and the foul is called on Louisville. Once again, a perfectly baited foul.
Yeah, you know, and the Aviators, like I said, they know how to get physical. Parker just got in there, and he let the Louisville players do the work for him. They just got, you know, a little too much, and that'll be Aviators' possession.
27-6, all Alliance in this first half. If you're Louisville, you got to find something here. Some kind of response. Burton inbounds off of Hayes, and it goes back to the Leopards. It is Stouffer getting it. And now here come the Louisville Leopards up the other way, trying to get their offense going. Corner 3, it's Nylon! Zach Bolden, the senior.
And that'll do it. That's how you get them going, man. A good 3-pointer or a nice dunk.
This is why you can't count out these Louisville Leopards. While these players weren't on varsity last year, they still know what it takes to win a state championship, and that pedigree doesn't go away overnight. Woods driving inside, in traffic, no good. Rebound falls to the Leopards. It is Doherty. And the Leps, if they can get another basket here, this offense is back in rhythm, and it looks like it is here to stay. Rogers to the corner. It's Bolden again. A little long. Rebound falls to Parker Woods, and he gets it up the floor. It's a fast break, 3-on-2. Behind the back, it's J.R. Jackson. Not going to get it to go. And there is the over the back on Sam Hayes. And officially, it's a piggyback ride.
What is that, the second one we've had this game? Getting a little loud here in Harry Fails Gymnasium. But, you know.
Whoa, hold on. Are they giving this one to Alliance? Whoa. That was clear over the back on Sam Hayes. I mean, he got on his back.
No, they're giving it to Lewis.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, whoa, whoa, whoa. And now there's the timeout.
I was like, okay.
I had so many questions there if that was not the call, but luckily we don't have to answer that. But as this timeout happens, Alliance, a lot to think about, but Louisville more. 27-9 your score on SmeeSports.
The Alliance High School Music Department proudly presents the Curtain Call Raffle. The raffle's highlights are tickets to Hardy's Country Tour at Blossom in May of 2026, a $1,000 Visa gift card, and other amazing prizes. Proceeds go directly to students who are going to the AHS Music Department Disney trip during Spring Break 2026. You do not need to be present to win. You can purchase one ticket for $5 or 3 tickets for $10. If interested in purchasing tickets, text 330-257-3056 for instructions. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium. 27-9 your score. It is all Alliance early on in this one. But Cooper, there is an antidote for this Louisville offense and this Louisville team. But what is it?
Well, I think right now you have to look at it as the 3-ball for them. You know, we saw Zach Bolden already hit a big 3 to cut the lead down to a third. But the Louisville fans loved it. I mean, they were getting hyped. That's what you need going forward to carry that momentum.
And they will get the basketball out of the timeout with 3:10 remaining in this first half. We are glad that all of you are with us here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Stouffer near side driving in the wing on Woods. And now back to the top of the Aviator logo. This offense spacing the floor quite nice. Doherty driving on Woods, creating some space. Now Bolden, far side, in the paint still. Now drives under the basket, and he will draw the foul on the baseline.
That's something that the Aviators have done well, but good job by him getting baseline and getting a nice foul call in for a little reset for the Leopards.
That was surgical precision from him driving on the baseline. One wrong move, and the play is dead.
Yeah, you know, you have to look at the foot placement there. It was just great by him, able to stay in bounds.
And okay, we do have a substitution here for Alliance. Usually I wouldn't really look at it, but it's CJ Harper into the game for the first time today. Foul called on Tajay Nicholson there. But as you said, Friday, the home opener, CJ Harper taking over where his dad left off, his first career varsity points.
Yeah, and it was his first career varsity shot as well, a 3-pointer, which was just absolutely incredible to see, you know. And not to mention the student section, I'm telling you, if CJ scores, they're going to go, he's a freshman, which for the Louisville fans and the Louisville student section, I don't think that's going to make them very happy.
First of two from the line is no good, as Louisville is now in the bonus. But if you are the Aviators, especially the seniors, you're getting flashbacks to your freshman year when you said the same exact thing about Mr. J.R. Jackson.
That's true, man. J.R., his freshman year, got a share of the EBC title with Carrollton, as they did last year. Also, weirdly enough, his freshman year, season opener, they played Northwest. They also beat him by 1 point freshman year, as well as his junior year.
So, a lot of parity for J.R. Jackson and his senior year, too,
yeah,
for that matter.
A little deja vu.
A long three for Cam Burton, the heat check offline. And Hayes tips it almost out of bounds, but kept alive. It is Bolden to Burton of the Aviators. Hayes inside, lays it in for 2.
And that's just an easy bucket from Sam Hayes. You know, you're 6'6", why not use the height a little? Get us some buckets in the paint instead of shooting threes.
And he now has 6 points. Rogers to the corner. Stouffer faking. 2:10 left to play in the first half. Wilson has some separation. Now far side goes Rogers. And played inside, down low to Zach Bolden. And now Doherty drives inside. The junior hooks with the right. No good. Hayes the rebound. Alliance up big, up 29-10. They want more points in the final 2 minutes of the half. Burton wide open in the corner. A little shy. Rebound scooped up by Doherty. And here come the Leopards once again. Stouffer in the key to the wing. The three, it's Bolden. Bolden not going to get it to go. But a push is called off the ball. And this one appears to be on number 32, which has to be Louisville, as that would mean Pasco for the Aviators, and he's not in the game.
Right. But, you know, it has just been a great game so far. Sam Hayes looking like an elite big man for them. Rebounds, getting some pokes in there, some steals. He's getting buckets. Him and Parker Woods grabbing rebounds have been a huge difference maker for the Aviators, obviously along with J.R. Jackson and Cam Burton scoring.
And I was talking to Coach Harper before the game. He was saying, we still have Kavion coming back. It's scary to think that some of our playmakers are not active yet. And he's absolutely right. get one more big, this team nearly unstoppable. The sky's the limit for the Aviators. CJ Harper in the corner, not going to get it to go, and that'll bring down his shooting splits to 50% on the career. Jackson intercepts, but still with the Leopards, able to tip it up at the logo. Ball come far side in front of the enemy.
I think it would actually be 33% for CJ, but
he missed one more?
He missed one in the game against Salem.
You said he was perfect.
No, I said he hit his first one, and then the second one he kind of airballed, but Tajay caught it, so I think they gave him a little assist on that.
So 33.3%. There you go. You happy now? Corner three for Louisville. Not going to get it to go. Hayes the rebound on the miss from Wilson, and the Aviators waste no time. Jackson near wing, 50 seconds left to go before halftime. JR under the basket, creates contact, and the finish not there twice. The second one nearly in, and miscommunication on the Leopards. Bounce pass too far behind. Bolcom can't pick up Doherty, and it goes back to the Aviators. Clock stops, 40.8 seconds left to go.
And oh, wow, the Alliance Aviators student section chanting something which I don't know if I want to repeat, actually. It's a little...
Louisville said it first, I will say that. They did say it in the first quarter.
Fair enough. Again, back and forth, but not as much back and forth as we expected, especially from the actual teams.
The student section, there's back and forth. This game, not so much. KB, the ankle breaker, to Sajay in the corner, and back up top to KB. Does he do it again? Wilson guarding him. KB creating space, down low, Tajay. Beautiful cut, beautiful finish.
And how about the find there by KB? Just looking inside, sees Tajay cutting in.
And it's a charge, he throws it on the opposite end.
Oh my word. Cam Burton, a huge difference maker here for the Aviators. He's grabbing boards. Has he already drawn 2 charges?
Yes.
Getting rebounds, throwing dimes, and he's hitting threes. Oh my gosh, man.
KB has 9, 1 point behind J.R. Jackson. On top of that, 2 drawn charges and some assists.
I mean, it's unreal. And he's got a tight handle, too. Did you see that crossover, man? He's on top of it for the Aviators.
Breaking ankles and leopard hearts at the same exact time. 10 seconds left to go in the first half. JR coast to coast, and the finger roll of dreams from JR Jackson. One final chance for the Leopards at halftime. Not going to get it to go, and that'll do it for the opening 16 minutes here at Harry Fails Gymnasium. It is getting rowdy. The Aviator fans raising the roof at halftime here at Harry Fails Gymnasium. Alliance up 33-10 on Louisville, as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration, diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
The Alliance High School Music Department proudly presents the Curtain Call Raffle. The raffle's highlights are tickets to Hardy's Country Tour at Blossom in May of 2026, a $1,000 Visa gift card, and other amazing prizes. Proceeds go directly to students who are going to the AHS Music Department Disney trip during Spring Break 2026. You do not need to be present to win. You can purchase one ticket for $5 or 3 tickets for $10. If interested in purchasing tickets, text 330-257-3056 for instructions. Thank you for your support. Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance. Your halftime score 33-10. The Aviators on top of the Louisville Leopards. If you are just tuning in, this is OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Man, our producer getting nice with the shot there, zooming out of the baskets as we go back to our establishing shot. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening, alongside me, Cooper Fontaine. How about them Alliance Aviators? Up 23. What did they do so well in this first half to get such a big lead?
I think the biggest thing that they've done is they've been able to hustle well. Cam Burton drawing 2 charges. Parker Woods getting rebounds. Cam Burton getting rebounds. People are doing what they need to do. They're fitting their roles perfectly. It is, I think, like you said very well earlier, it is a well-oiled machine. They are just doing exactly what needs to happen, and they're capitalizing off of Louisville's mistakes, rather. You know, Louisville, you know, you see a lot of fouls in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and then some bad passes here and there. The Aviators have done a great job capitalizing off of those mistakes.
And if you're Alliance right now, even if you score another 33 points in the second half, this will still be your season low in points, which is crazy to say. We always talk about it. If you score 60 points in an OHSAA game in Stark County, it's a good night at the office. But Alliance, they've done it every single time this year. They're playing like a Cleveland team.
Yeah, I think we talked about it against Northwest. We were like, oh, this is looking like an NEO matchup. Every game for Alliance, they have looked just like an absolute, they look like even a Cleveland juggernaut. I mean, the threes they're taking, the threes they're making. It's just looking incredible for them. And their trajectory right now, especially with the way this game is going, is straight up.
And if you're Louisville, once again, we've talked about what they need to do here. But how do you demoralize a Alliance team that really hasn't been demoralized this year? Even when they trailed against Northwest, that team felt poised and kind of knew that they were going to win that game.
I think right now what you have to do, and something that, like you said, a very poised team, not much gets past that mental wall that they have set up. But I think it's going to be going on a big run. If you can go on anywhere from 8 to 16-point run, and that's a pretty big run, especially with the Aviators defense. If you can do that, I think they'll be a little bit rattled. That might be the way to go.
And here we are back to the action for the second half. Alliance will begin with the basketball. Pasco taking it up the floor. This Alliance team a well-oiled machine in game number 4 of the season, looking to improve to 4-0 for the first time in 4 seasons. And this team, they have aspirations that exceed 4-0, even 5-0. Jackson driving inside, finishes at the rack, and the Aviators open up the scoring in the second half.
JR, his 14th of the game, just getting physical inside. I mean, he does everything so well. Shooting, defending, whatever it is, you name it. He's a man of many hats for the Aviators. And just like that, scoring inside with ease.
And Doherty coughs it up, bounces it off his foot, and it will go the other way back to Alliance.
And that is one of the aforementioned small mistakes that the Leopards have been making so far in this game.
I mean, Alliance's biggest win this season was 30 points against Salem. As things stand, this might be even more.
It's highly likely, especially with the way that the Aviators have been functioning.
Far side, Hayes' 3. Gonna roll in, hung up for a hot minute, but finally gets it to go. Sam Hayes now with 9. The Aviators up 38-10, up by 28. Louisville to answer they can. It's Cohen Rogers.
And just like that, a little more back and forth. Reminds me of their student sections of both schools here. But Sam Hayes actually has been on fire. Last game against Cheney had 19 points.
And that was a big performance for him, a big win for the Aviators as Cheney looked really, really good after their first couple of games. Hayes in the key, far side for Cam Burton. KB driving under the basket, swatted away, a good block by Sanders. And the Leopards take it up the opposite direction. Doherty far side, and now it makes its way back to the top for Rogers. Balcom drives on Woods, creating space. The mid-range is gonna fall. A beautiful shot from Caden Balcom. He now has 6.
And that is another one of those ethical buckets you just like to see as a pure hooper. Stop and pop mid-range, like that's clean.
And I like this here. They pull back now, but a full court press to begin things defensively for Louisville. I like that mentality. That'll slow down the Aviators. Northwest worked it to perfection. Louisville trying to do the same here. Pasco top of the arc, and now off to his right, it's J.R. Jackson. Jackson once again a game-high 14 points. Woods in the corner with 6 minutes on the clock in the third. And the former Duke will run the offense. Behind KB, in front of Coach Harper. Good moves by Cam Burton at the free throw line. Now top for Parker Woods. Woods draws the contact. It's a foul on Louisville.
And again, the Aviators just doing such a great job, not just baiting it, but able to force the contact from an offensive standpoint.
But with 5:48 left to go in the third, Louisville not looking bad to begin the second half, but Alliance still able to keep that control. Hayes unable to get that one to go. Loose ball scooped up in the end by Sanders, and they will push the pace. It is a good chance for Louisville. It's Wilson laying it in.
And just like I said, here go the Louisville Leopards, able to get it going a little bit.
Excellent hustle there by Woods, and it is picked off. Louisville takes it back. It's Wilson, top of the arc, now to the corner. Rogers running out of space. KB, excellent defense. Now back to Brandon Sanders with 2 on the night. And that full court press doing wonders for this Louisville offense. To the corner, far side of Wilson, now in Sanders. Sanders on J.R. Jackson, beautiful spin and beautiful finish. Brandon Sanders now with 4.
Good work by Sanders, getting inside, putting a little spin on JR, and that's a nice bucket in the paint for him.
And now this one looking a lot more manageable for the Leopards. The Aviators need an answer. They had the opening 5 points of the second half, but since then, nothing. Jackson to change it. Of course he does.
Yeah, JR's the man to lean on for the Aviators. He has no trouble scoring from 3, especially ISO scoring. We saw that in the game against Northwest. Getting a little physical there. Whistle's blown.
Excellent job, though, by Louisville not losing possession. A triple team at the logo. Alliance now bringing on that press, but still, this Louisville team very well coached. A lot of composure from them. If they can keep their composure with the emotions high, they have a chance. Cut this to 15 or 14 points at the end of the third quarter, which is manageable right now. You're down by 21. You have a shot entering the fourth and final quarter if you can keep things going and keep this Aviator offense in check. Balcom driving to the rack, and an and one! Caden Balcom now with 8. And welcome back, Louisville.
Yeah, that one to put the Leopards within 20. And just a great play, able to get inside there and get the contact.
This is a big free throw. This would make it an 18-point game. And if you're Alliance, same with Louisville, 4 timeouts. Do you start contemplating using one? The and one not going to fall, but the rebound falls to the Leopards. Sanders pivoting outside to the wing. Now top. It's Rogers for 3, and he's got it! Cohen Rogers, a massive triple. It's a 5-point play. Timeout, Aviators.
And you know what? I think Louisville might have been listening to me when I told them, shake the Aviators. You just got to get on a little run and get things rolling for your team.
To be the best, you have to beat the best. Louisville says, we're not done yet. That is still our crown. What a three from Rogers.
That's big. That is a huge one to turn the tide. Their defense right now has been very good.
I mean, you look at that Perry game. He had the most minutes on the roster. He barely sat. He played 29:03 of the 32 in the victory on Friday night. He had 19 in that one, now 6. If anybody can will this team back into the game, it's going to be Rogers or Balcom. Each player a very good outing so far. 8 for Balcom, 6 for Rogers, 14 of your 24 in your 2 big playmakers. And here comes the press for the Aviators. Still no answer quite yet. Jackson finally able to break out of it. And here comes Parker Woods to the corner. Nicholson wide open. The answer not going to be correct. Rebound goes to Rogers. Louisville up the other end. Drawing contact. Nowhere else to go. Beautiful huck inside. Doherty in stride lays it in. Doherty now with 3. It's a 14-point game.
Making it a little closer. You know, I said it once. I'll say it again. They were listening to me. They just had to go on a little run. JR for 3.
Can he get it? Yes, he can. Far side 3 for J.R. Jackson. A massive answer for the star player of Alliance. And in the backcourt, Burton falls on it for the Aviators, but intercepted. Sanders keeps it alive. He gets stripped but fouled.
And who else for the Aviators but J.R. Jackson to answer back? A big 3 for him puts him one step closer to 20, but also extends the Aviators' lead.
You're on 25 watch for him. You want that 25-point per game average.
Absolutely, and if he were to break that scoring record, he has to go down as one of the best athletes in Alliance High School history after he's already broken so many records for Alliance Aviators football. Most interceptions in a season, most passing yards in a season, most passing touchdowns in a season. Just think what he's going to do with basketball.
Honestly, you can't say the best for one person and one person only. He's off to our left. Rest in peace, Len Dawson.
You're right, I can't say the best, but an incredible athlete, no doubt.
Maybe number 2, the Robin to his Batman. And there is a travel inside the paint. It's on Sanders, and the Aviators will take it back.
And that's big for the Aviators. They need to regain possession and regain momentum going forward as the Leopards went on a pretty big run there.
They need rhythm to return. That is the key right now for Alliance. Find some rhythm, find some threes, find some baskets. If you find that, you're going to find your groove again, and this is your game. Burton driving, denied, right to Pasco, airballed it right to Doherty, but back to KB, and it is stripped away. Balcom takes it for the Leopards. Louisville wasting no time, up the opposite way. Balcom drives underneath the basket, and a nasty finish. Balcom now with 10.
Nasty is exactly the word I was going to use. I mean, at first I was thinking, oh man, great defense by Cole Pasco, who is a great defender, but the up and under reverse lay was nice.
Nicholson far side for 3, not going to get it to go. Rebound, J.R. Jackson driving inside, and the and one for J.R. Jackson. He is fired up.
And again, who else? J.R. Jackson, the heartbeat of the Aviators, especially within the scoring realm.
45-28, and a chance to make it 46-28 for J.R. I mean, I know this one wouldn't be a traditional 3, but going back to a song 10 years ago, he's bombing 3s from every which angle. Now, this JR doesn't run out the clock in the finals, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's a awkward callback for all the Cavs fans.
Was that before your time or no?
No, that's the iconic LeBron crying meme. He's pointing his hands.
And the and one follows for J.R. Jackson. He now has 22 points tonight, a game high, and with it a team high. And once again, very close to that 25-point per game performance that he needs. Doherty driving, fakes it now outside, gives it to Luke Bolden. And now the Leopards will reset. Balcom driving on Sam Hayes. Hayes gets a piece. Balcom stays with it and hands it behind to Colton Doherty, the 6'2 forward. Doherty drives on Pasco and on Hayes. It is a push on Pasco. Foul number 3 on the quarter on the Aviators. And with 2:10 to go in the third, it will stay with the Leopards.
But you know, I tell you what, I said it once before, but Sam Hayes has some quick hands for such a big man.
He does, and Pasco, of course, with his goalkeeping background. no surprise that he does either.
Cole Pasco, we call him Mr. Hustle at Alliance High School because that's really what he does. Nice spin move.
Wow, beautiful finish from Brandon Sanders. He now has 6. It's a 16-point game, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alliance needs to keep their cool here. Burton taking it up the floor. Once again, the true point guard running the offense as a true number 1. Jackson near side in the near wing. Hayes fakes a screen, bounce pass down low. Hayes drives inside and is blocked. Excellent composure by the Leopards. Here they come. Rogers on Jackson, unable to get it to go. Loose ball, it's a push, and it will stay down here.
And that was just well defended by JR, unable to allow him to get such an easy fast break bucket.
And now the push will be attributed to Louisville, not Alliance. They did initially point down there, but in the end they will say it is Aviator basketball. Excellent hustle, but even better work from J.R. Jackson. Defensively, he's not just a scorer. He is an all-around player for the Aviators, and that makes him so good. Jackson tiptoeing, rather Burton tiptoeing the line. Excellent composure, down low. Nicholson, nobody in the zip code.
And again, just a sweet find from Cam Burton. He's got the eyes of a hawk. I mean, the court vision on him is just monumental.
Now an 18-point deficit for the Leopards, but doing a good job getting back in it. The drive, Wilson in the paint, to the corner, foul called first. The Leopards would have rather had the shot, though. Bolcom makes it.
That would have been a pretty big 3 as well for them, trying to continue to push in their direction as they've had the momentum for, I would say, most of this third quarter.
But, I mean, this game went from a slugfest to a more traditional Stark County game. And that's what we've seen so far. Off the inbound. There's a buzzer. They have to redo that. What is going on? Louisville should be able to redo that. I mean, there's no shot clock. So I don't know what happened there. Something wasn't good.
Yeah, and the Louisville fans very unhappy, saying some.
Rightfully so. I'm sorry, but if I'm Louisville, down by 18, you're getting hot from outside the arc, you have that 3 open, and that happens, I'd be a little ticked off.
I'd be mad, but I think some of the things that they said were uncalled for. Instead of just yelling about the buzzer, they had, I'm going to forget it, but.
That's not what I heard. I heard Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from them.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what we started saying on Thursday. It's great. They're saying Merry Christmas. They're saying Happy New Year. They're saying best of luck on your finals.
Yeah, Louisville fans.
It's wholesome. It's wholesome all the way around.
Wishing everyone a happy holidays, a great month of December.
Obviously not, but still. Maybe one day. In the words of a great Christmas song, Someday at Christmas.
Someday at Christmas.
No, we're getting copyright struck.
Okay.
We're getting copyright struck for that. Do we have an answer yet? That's the question.
There was a similar debacle in the Salem game with 2 conflicting scores, the score on the scoreboard and the score of a scorer's sheet. So, not quite the same, but still a debacle at the scorer's table.
And now they're quoting LeBron.
Yeah, we're getting all the LeBron references right now. It's our ball, ain't it?
I mean, it should be Louisville basketball. Or, okay, no. I now see what they did. That was the 5th foul on Alliance. That sends Louisville to the line. That's why they blew it dead. They did the right thing down below.
Yeah. Wait, actually, yeah. So.
Whoa, hold on. We're reversing our narrative now.
Well, and, maybe we should pay a little more attention.
First of 2, no good.
Yeah. But, Smee, how do you say tree in Spanish? It's our ball, ain't it?
I'm done with Spanish for the semester.
All right.
Ask me January 12th and I'll answer.
My bad.
Second one is good. So Wilson will split the pair. Submitted my final a couple hours ago.
Excellent work.
Yes, I'm very proud that I'm done with that. I'm very happy. One more semester to go. 48-31 the score. 1:10 left to go in the third. And here comes Cam Burton with the moves on as well. But he will just roll it back. And the Aviators will run a play here officially in the final minute of the third quarter. KB still with it, getting in his cardio. Far side, Bolton to the defense for Louisville. And here comes some help defense. Burton, he gets pressured. High point, Pasco keeps it alive to Sam Hayes. Hayes big-bodied inside. Big body finish, not going to follow. Rebound Bolton. Louisville up the other end. Bobble They need an outlet. It's back to Doherty. They can breathe. 35 seconds remain in the third. And now back to Wilson. Wilson, some space, driving on the Aviators. Inside, Doherty, in traffic, no good, no foul, jump ball, and this one will stay down here.
And great hustle by the Leopards, able to retain possession there, get another opportunity to take the last shot of the third.
And they need that kind of composure right now. If they don't have that kind of composure, that is where things go off the rails. In a manageable game, too.
Right.
It's crazy to say this one is manageable, but a couple of baskets it is. A drop there on the basket, but Balcom unable to drive in, and that'll be a foul, but a miscue there kind of just slipped.
Yeah, and still, even after he got up, it was a great block by Sam Hayes. His defensive presence for the Aviators has just been phenomenal for them.
And that foul will be on Doherty. I believe that'll be his third. Alliance to inbound. But if you're Louisville, you are pressing everybody here.
Especially J.R. Jackson, who you do not want to let him get the last shot of the quarter. Or, honestly, Cam Burton. He had the buzzer beater already.
Let's see how the Aviators work it. 15 seconds left to go. Nicholson far side. Well shot. He airballs it. Right to Wilson. One final chance for the Leopards. It's Norris to the corner. It's Bolden at the buzzer. He has it. A clutch three for Luke Bolden. And that'll end the third quarter.
And that's exactly what you don't want to happen for the Aviators.
Louisville down but not out. All of a sudden back in it.
And, you know, I think right now the Aviators just need to recuperate, regather themselves. It is still a good lead for them. They have 14 up on the Leopards, which I'll say is a stark difference from last year. I mean, I want to say they lost by 40, but still.
At the end of the third quarter, Alliance 48, Louisville 34, here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium. 48-34 your score. 8 minutes left to go here in regulation. And the Leopard cheerleaders, they are loving the song choices. Cooper, I don't think you are, though.
No, I was a little bit unhappy, especially considering earlier in the season. I actually provided a hard drive with some music on it for everyone on the scorers table to play during the halftime or the quarters or the walk-up or whatever it may be, but a little bit of lack of that so far.
Burton driving inside, not going to get it to go. Excellent rebound, and he is out of bounds, and it will go to Alliance. Louisville not happy, and I think that should have been a push.
Yeah, and that's a hard call to make, well, especially from up here as we're looking down into the right, a little congested in that area.
But Alliance maybe getting away with one here, as here's the inbound. Woods, it's out of bounds, and it will go the other way. And now it looks like we might have a reversal. We'll see. And they do. Wow. The Louisville fans upset.
And they were looking for a little ball don't lie there moment, but a conversation between the two refs.
I thought that was out on the Aviators, in my opinion. That's what I saw there.
And so did the Leopards fans, telling the referees to have a Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, too. Hayes able to keep it, and back to J.R. Jackson. He is going to protect the rock here, wasting no time to do so. 7:30 left to go in regulation. You don't want to run too much clock off if you are Alliance, just in case, but at the same time, you want to control the clock from here on out. It's J.R. Jackson from the Aviator logo on the far side, no good. Rebound falls to Bolden, and the Leopards will take back the basketball. A great chance here for them to respond. Bolden, top of the arc, plays it off behind. Rogers now into the corner for Doherty. Last night we saw a big comeback from Edison over Minerva. Can Louisville do the same? Wilson. Hayes right in his face. And nowhere to go with the rock. Now it's up. It's Luke Bolden. Near side, it's Rogers. Back to Luke Bolden on the far side. Good bounce pass inside, it's Sanders, and it is out of bounds, and this one will go back to the Aviators.
Just a little buttery there, you know, it slipped out, and that's one of those small mistakes that you can't have if you're the Louisville Leopards.
As well, it is never too early to preview our player of the game presentation. Make sure you stick with us after this one is done, as we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports after our final commercial break. A lot of good sponsors on deck today, so make sure you patronize our awesome sponsors. Nicholson near side, now going back top for Hayes. Hayes driving to the corner. It's Cam Burton, and a Merry Christmas for the Aviators.
Yeah, Cam Burton looking like Santa Claus over there. Not quite the beard you expect, but still, that was a good gift for them in the month of December.
Wilson going top. Bolcom driving on J.R. Jackson. 51-34. Bolcom running out of space. Pivoting on Hayes. Creates space. The finish not there. Rebound falls to Cam Burton. And the Aviators are getting back to their best right here. KB top of the arc to the wing. Hayes. Hayes driving and back out to Cam Burton. And right now the Aviators are being told to settle things down. Slow down the tempo. They don't have to do anything crazy here. This is their game to control. Burton driving, slipping inside, and it will go the other way. It appears it is an elbow on Parker Woods, and some extra emphasis from the official.
And, you know, I got to say, if I'm Coach Harper, I like the way that things are going right now. I like the three-point looks that we're getting and the three-point looks that we're making. So I can't disagree with slowing things down, but you don't want to slow down too much.
And that is where you get into the Northwest kind of paradox from last year. When is it too early to kind of take your foot off the gas?
Even closer to the Barberton game in the playoffs.
That's true too, but Northwest, that was also a big fall off for them late. Pass inside, nobody home. It's back to the Aviators.
That one was off of a Louisville Leopard skull.
And I think right now Louisville is trying to force the ball too hard inside. If they can take a step back, settle things down, run their true offense, that'll help them get back in this game. You can't force things. The moment you start chucking up shots and starting to pray during the game, that is when you lose the game, because you're counting yourself out as an offense running to the practice standard.
You have to stay collected and calm.
Bounce pass to the elbow. It's J.R. Jackson teetering inside and outside the arc. Hayes now top. 5:20 left to play in regulation. It is picked off. It is Cohen Rogers. Here he comes off to the races and denied by Hayes, but a foul is called. They are not letting them play whatsoever. Both sides.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think, you know, I like keeping the kids safe, but what do the old heads say? No blood, no foul?
Something along those lines. So 2 opportunities here for Cohen Rogers at the line. The junior so far today with 6.
And this is big for Louisville.
And he now has 7. So 51-35. Make this next one, it's 51-36. Once again, keeping things manageable right now is the key. But Louisville's offense, it has to be go time for them right now. A better second half than first half by far, but plenty of work to do. Wilson makes the second, or rather Rogers makes the second. He now has 8. And it is a 15-point lead for the Aviators, 5:10 remaining. If you're Alliance, make a few more shots, and this is your game. First to 60 most likely wins it here. And if you're Alliance, you are very close to it. Nicholson far side, another 3, in and out, no good, and Louisville gets the board, wasting no time. Rogers, a beautiful lob, the finish not there, and now finally, it's Zaylor with the cleanup crew, but that would have been a thing of beauty from Bolcom.
Giving me shades of Braden Gross last year. I think he caught 2 over Alliance.
He did. He was head tapping all evening.
And, you know, we saw a little bit of action from Tajay, but got to get Sam Hayes involved.
Hayes driving, creating some space, plenty of physicality, good defense by the Leopards. It's tipped out of bounds. Nicely done by Cohen Rogers.
And as I was talking about Sam Hayes, I thought he was going to drive in there, but great job just by the Louisville defense. I think we've said it a few times, but this second half defense has been a huge step up from their first half.
Oh, 100%. I mean, all the way around, Louisville, a lot better. And you have to ask yourself, if they would have played a little bit better in that first half, what would this game look like right now? And that's a big what-if for the Leopards, down by 13. Jackson, beautiful spin move inside, and the finish, and then one on top of it.
I mean, JR is the guy for the Aviators.
He now has 24, above his season average of 23.
Mr. Do-It-All for them. I mean, finishing inside, three-point finishing, ISO scoring, defense, even rebounding. I mean,
And Coach Goodman down there, the AD, he is checking the scoreboard. He wants to make sure it's right with JR having 24.
yeah, we got to keep JR on track. I mean, he's killing
And there it is, number 25 for him today. So in games that we have broadcasted this year for Alliance, albeit only 2, he is averaging 27 points a pop.
And that's nice. Like, these are a nice 27. He's doing other things other than scoring. He's facilitating, he's rebounding, and he's playing defense.
Rogers off balance, no good. Tajay the rebound, up to Sam Hayes, able to keep it. Sam Hayes turns the corner. Jackson calls for it, instead it's Hayes, and Hayes draws the foul.
Luckily for the Aviators, Hayes was able to locate that ball as Tajay threw it just lackadaisically, hoping that Hayes would notice. Luckily he did. You saw him taking the stutter steps, almost looking for a rack attack there, but no bueno for him as he gets the fouls, and we'll head to the line for 2.
First of 2 for Hayes is there. His 3rd free throw made of the night. And that'll officially give him 10. So 3 Aviators on the floor right now in double figures. Jackson 25, Burton 12, and Hayes with 10.
And I think one of the least talked about parts of Sam Hayes' game, he has a great jumper, especially for someone of his size. You look at high school players that big, they normally don't have a well-developed jumper like he does, and he can hit mid-ranges and threes.
Jackson in traffic draws another foul. It'll be a 2nd trip to the line in the offensive sequence.
And again, Aviators doing such a great job, as they have throughout the game, getting contact and getting to the line.
And there is the foul called officially. It is going to be on Brandon Sanders, the sophomore, 6 points so far today. First of 2 for J.R. Jackson is on the money. So J.R., 26 points today.
Yeah, I mean, he's killing it for the Aviators, as he did last season, as he did the season before. A 4-year starter for the Aviators.
And 2nd of 2 is good for J.R. Jackson. Timeout call by the Aviators, and we will take one of our own. 3:51 left to go in regulation. Alliance up 57-38 on the Louisville Leopards.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium. 57-38 your score. Alliance on top of Louisville. During the break, we did get some information from Leopard Nation. The largest known boys basketball comeback in Louisville history, Cooper. 16 points. Once against Ignatius in 2015 at Mount, and then once at home against Minerva in 2010. The finals ended up being 67-65 and 69-63. Back to the action. Bacombe banks it in. And Balcom now get another field goal. He has been great from the field. 12 points today. He is the leading scorer for the Louisville Leopards, now down by 17. And with 3:20 left to play in regulation, Burton on the far side, immediately double team. This Louisville defense allowing nothing for the Aviators. Kicked down low, it's Nicholson, and Nicholson lays it in.
And again, Cam Burton with a sweet, sweet setup. Just the court vision from him is absolutely immaculate.
A 19-point advantage for the Aviators. Nicholson knocking that one out of play. But the Aviators looking to improve to 4-0 on the year. They average 73 points a game, but right now it does not look like they are going to get to the 70s yet. But still a chance.
Still, I think you have to view it from the perspective of the Alliance Aviators.
And intercepted by Nicholson, off the side of the window, draws the foul, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, Tajay interrupted me, up to no good. No, but you have to look at it from the perspective of the Aviators are playing against a phenomenal Louisville Leopards squad, one who won the state last year and have had some good outings so far this year.
The board says 6 points for Tajay. I have 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking back. I think he's had 3 from Cam and then possibly a standalone.
But I believe 8 points, and that standalone would have been the dunk.
Correct. I was going to say, because Cam has found him like 3 times on some just preposterous passes.
First of 2, no good. And if he can get into double figures, he would be the 4th Aviator to do so tonight, joining Hayes, Burton, and Jackson. So all the way around, a tremendous outing by the Alliance Aviators. And as well, without Channing Jellison out tonight due to illness. Second one is good from Nicholson. He will split the pair, give Tajay 9. And Alliance is back up by 20.
Yeah, and the icing on the cake for the Aviators is JR's putting up some average, like he's putting up JR numbers as well as everyone else putting up a good solid double digits.
And KB gets a piece of it, not enough for the steal. It will stay with Louisville to the corner. It's Bolcom, and Bolcom knocks it down.
And that was another good find there, just clean with the assist.
Now 60-43, KB taking it up the floor. 2.5 to go. High point Nicholson for double figures. Not going to get it there. Loose ball out to J.R. Jackson. Does he go for a 30 spot here? Jackson drives inside for 29. Not going to get it.
And again, how about Cam Burton stepping up and just being able to find Tajay on that long pass? Ultimately did not go into the basket, but still, I mean, he's got the flashes.
J.R. Jackson, though. 2 free throws. You're at 29. What a night for J.R. Once again, as usual. First of 2 is good.
Yeah, this is pedestrian J.R. Jackson behavior right now. I mean, just getting buckets at every level. I mean, he's a multifaceted player. He's just incredible.
And you look at the scoreboard right now, Alliance in the driver's seat. This was created by an excellent first half.
Oh, absolutely. And not only was it an excellent first half from Alliance, but it wasn't as good of a first half for Louisville as they have had.
I mean, once again, if you go to an average first half for the Leopards, they might win this game. That would have been 14 extra points, and this would be a lot less convincing. Jackson makes both. He now has 29, a game high. J.R. Jackson cooking it up here in A-Town. Now 2:15 left to play in regulation. To the corner, another 3. It is Matthew airballing that one. Rebound taken in by Bolden. And back outside to Luke Bolden. Louisville, no more time to go. Foul called. And it is going to be the 3rd on the Aviators in the quarter. This also should be number 3 on Cam Burton.
And I'll say this. Even after the air ball, you didn't hear that much from the Aviators fans because, I hate to say this, but I think they've kind of gotten bored. It's just been, after the first quarter, it's just been back and forth.
And J.R. Jackson, along with most of the other starters, nights are over.
And so coming in, we see some players who have never played varsity before. C.J. Harper, who has. Marco DeLillo, an exchange student from Italy, getting in, and Cohen Hendershot, number 30, getting in, who just played in JV, actually. So you like to see some involvement from the Aviators.
It's the future of the team. You want to see them right here, right now. Bolden near wing, less than 2 minutes to go in regulation. The drive inside and a nasty block out of bounds. A nice play for the young buck.
And how about that? I mean, DeMontre just went up, slapped it out. Get out of here, son.
What a block.
He said, get up or get out of my gym.
This is why garbage time is not garbage time. You get these quality reps in a varsity game. It means something. The mid-range is good. Matthew, the junior, able to bank it in. This will make this one look a lot closer on the stat sheet, but in actuality, this has been the Aviators' night and will be the Aviators' night. C.J. Harper, top of the arc, 1:35 remaining. Hands it off behind, and it will go the other way. And for the Aviators, you really cannot allow Louisville to make your starters come back out.
Yeah, that would be a waste of energy, especially with, you're giving some of these JV guys some valuable minutes that I'm sure they won't forget, especially against a team like Louisville.
Bolden's 3. It would have been good, but no shots. And that is where that angst comes back in.
And again, Louisville, that's, I think, the second time the whistle's been blown before the 3's gone in for them, and they would have wished they just had the shot.
You add those 2 on the board, it's an 11-point game, but obviously not. Inbound here, DeLillo to get it in for the Aviators, and Nicholson will run the offense. 1:25 remaining. Alliance improving to 4-0 on the year. Louisville dropping to 2-1. Some winnable games coming up, including their next game against a future conference foe on the 16th in Austintown Fitch. After that, Akron, Garfield, Richmond Heights, Toronto, and Hoban. Some juggernauts and some games that they can win. Nicholson, step back three, not going to get it to go. Loose ball rebounded by Hendershot. The floater, airballed again, and Tajay Nicholson gets hung up and twisted around.
You know, for Cohen's sake, I'm just going to say that was a little lob pass up for Tajay.
The CJ pass, basically?
Yeah, it was very similar. You know, Tajay, he's in the brains of these young players. He knows that they're just trying to throw him a lob. It's simple for him.
So 2 shots here for Tajay Nicholson. Nicholson once again with 9, and now 10. 4th Aviator on the night to reach double figures. Impressive from Alliance. They have really spread the wealth quite nice.
The depth, even with, you know, the loss of 3 players as of recently, able to get 4 in double digits as well as 1 with near 30. I mean,
3 gone plus no Jellison.
Yeah, and no Channing. One of my favorite members of the cleanup crew, and that'll be an illegal screen.
It goes back to the Aviators, and here come the start the bus's chance. The Louisville student section cleared out to the Aviators, still in it and still in full effect.
Yeah, I think the Louisville student section already started their cars and left.
The buses, indeed, in that case, have been started by the Aviators.
Oh, yeah. I think they started when the JV players came in.
But what a start to the season for the Alliance Aviators. First time in 4 years improving to 4-0. First time in 4 years beating Louisville. CJ Harper, excellent composure inside. Tries going over the backboard, not going to get it to go. Bolden in stride. Hendershot behind, and there is the foul.
Hendershot, he said, I don't care if we're up 19. No easy buckets on my court.
I like that mentality, though, from him.
Yeah, he's showing the grit, and I think that's how he plays on JV too. You know, I was fortunate enough to watch the JV game today, and he's just one of those players where he's like a Cole Pasco. You know, he has the intangibles, he has the hustle, he has the grit. He's going to be the one to get on the floor for your team and pick up that loose ball.
First of 2 good there from Bolden. So Bolden now with 4 points today, trying to make it 5, and he will. So 64-47. And here comes CJ Harper. Most likely nothing else for the Aviators after he gets it into the front court. Instead, he has to do the shoe shine method. And there will be one more inbound. 31.1 seconds on the clock.
And you know what? Fair enough by CJ. He's trapped. Throw it off the foot of someone else. Regain possession.
But Louisville, if you look at the box score, will win the second half, but obviously not the overall matchup. Hendershot in the corner, pump faking with 25 seconds, and this one is thrown just to the line, but kept alive by Tajay Nicholson. Nice job down the stretch by Tajay. He played the majority of the game, and he will try and dribble this one out. 10 seconds now on the clock. Harper near side will take it. Still excellent pressure by the Leopards. It is Matthew. Harper's 3. It is going to be shy. Loose ball picked up by the Leopards. Maybe one more shot. They will get it off. And it is no good, just off the iron. And that will do it for us here at Harry Fails Gymnasium. Your final score tonight, Alliance 64, Louisville 47. What a result by the Aviators.
Yeah, definitely a huge win for them against a really good Louisville squad. And I think if you just looked at the first quarter, I would have thought it would have been a lot bigger. But even going into the game, I didn't think it would be nearly this big.
And with that in mind, we will step aside for the final time. And then once we come back after hearing a word from our sponsors, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. Once again, final score here at Harry Fails Gymnasium, Alliance 64, Louisville 47.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
The Alliance High School Music Department proudly presents the Curtain Call Raffle. The raffle's highlights are tickets to Hardy's Country Tour at Blossom in May of 2026, a $1,000 Visa gift card, and other amazing prizes. Proceeds go directly to students who are going to the AHS Music Department Disney trip during Spring Break 2026. You do not need to be present to win. You can purchase one ticket for $5 or 3 tickets for $10. If interested in purchasing tickets, text 330-257-3056 for instructions. Thank you for your support. Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration, diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium. Your final score tonight, Alliance 64, Louisville 47. Your player of the game presented by SmeeSports, none other than J.R. Jackson. 29 points tonight. He controls this team. Alliance lives and dies by J.R. Jackson's every move, and you can see why. He is the reason they won today, getting their first win over the Leopards in 4 years.
I mean, absolutely. JR just a phenomenal player. Again, I think I said it during the game, multifaceted. He has the ability to score from 3. He can get to the rack. He draws contact well. He's great on defense. He's just a conduit of energy for the Aviators. He gets them going, and he keeps the momentum rolling when he's in the game for them. With 29 for him today, I think you have to give him player of the game.
I would have to agree. Obviously, it was my choice there. So, of course, I'm going to agree with you there. But J.R. Jackson, man. If it wasn't for that man on the wall, we'll put him on the screen right now, in Len Dawson, he would be the best Aviator of all time, potentially. I mean, you look at Len Dawson, we'll read it off what it says there. Pro Football Hall of Fame, class of 57, Super Bowl MVP, Alliance High there is class of 53. He's a Hall of Famer, class of 87. I mean, the accolades that he had, Cooper, that is hard to beat, but J.R. Jackson, across the board, yes, he is one heck of a player. And Cooper, I mean, what else can you say really about him other than GOAT?
Yeah, I mean, and I want to throw one other thing in there about Len Dawson. He actually played collegiate basketball as well, which I think a lot of people forget. But, yeah, JR, I mean, he's so talented and, you know, on the court, on the football field, and he's running track this year too, which is going to be fun. But, you know, I think he's the one you have to roll with today.
Next 5 games for each team. Alliance, a big one on Friday. It's Carrollton, then Howland, West Branch, Lake, and McKinley. We'll be back in the building on January 2nd for McKinley. Big games in there, but Louisville, Fitch, Akron Garfield with Rayshawn Hamilton having a great season. Richmond Heights on a down year, losing their head coach and a lot of key players. Toronto and Hoban. Which next 5 is more difficult?
I don't know, man. Both teams have an absolute gauntlet for them going forward. I mean, the Aviators have some, you know, they got some Federal League coming up. They got Massillon. That's going to be a big one. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to give it to Louisville. You know, they're going to get a harder schedule, especially being state champs last year. But still, 2 gauntlets and 2 fantastic basketball teams.
I mean, you look at it, a tournament, 2 road games at Akron Garfield, a very tough environment, and Hoban. Hoban is such a tough environment to play in. As for Alliance Carrollton, they did have your number last year, but guess what? It's in your house. Then at Howland, a team you beat last year. West Branch, a team you swept last year. Lake, a team you dismantled last year. And then McKinley, redemption. Realistically, based on how the season goes, that could be a battle of undefeated teams come January 2nd. And what a way that would be to kick off the new year here at SmeeSports and our time back in Stark County for the rest of the time of the school year with that game.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the schedule come out for the Aviators, man, I mean, especially as an Alliance student, I was like, Dude, this is going to be electric.
Massel's going to be fun, but we're picking Padua Lake Catholic that night. That is also going to be a great game. Padua, a good team. Unfortunately, not our next game. We have made the decision not to do the game tomorrow. It is just too difficult getting all the way up there from a final that ends at 4 o'clock. We decided we're going to go with quality over quantity there, and that means Friday. We're back in action. Full setup over at Strongsville High School, 7:30 p.m. first tip, and that is going to be a fun matchup as it is the Strongsville Mustangs taking on the Medina Battling Bees. As things stand next week, 4 games before Youth Elites, all of which come from Holy Name. Holy Name CVCA Tuesday, Wednesday boys basketball, Friday doubleheader Holy Name Lake Catholic, and then the big kahuna. 6 games on Sunday the 21st at the NEO Youth Elite Christmas Classic. If the Holy Name games do not happen, I do not have an official schedule for that week. The only game that I think I can say with relative certainty we would do is swapping in on the 19th, Warrensville and St. Vincent St. Mary. If the Holy Name games do not work out, we are still waiting to confirm. As far as I understand, the answer is yes, but we will see once we have official confirmation there. To stay up to date on all the games we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter, and SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn. As well, go down below and subscribe. There is no added cost, but it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. As well, information is on your screen on how you can become a broadcast sponsor and advertiser. Advertise with us today and get directly to your desired communities. Our information on how you contact us is right there on your screen. Use any of those 3 methods. And if you have a Facebook page, do that too. That works for us as well. If you can get in contact with us by any means, do it, and we will get back to you and work out a deal. Thank you to our advertisers today for making today's telecast possible, along with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. For the final time in 2025 from Stark County and Alliance, this has been OHSAA Basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. For Cooper Fontaine, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Harry Fails Gymnasium. Alliance gets the win tonight, 64-47, as this has been the OHSAA on SmeeSports. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you again next time on Friday for some more exciting OHSAA basketball.